we should be on the air now. Let's see here. Let me turn down my volume because otherwise I'm gonna screw this up, guys. I am so gonna screw this up.
How do we know we're live?
No, we don't. We don't know.
All right, so this is 100%
It's a
family friendly.
family friendly.
Talking about horror monsters and slashers.
All right.
As long as we don't
I think.
Okay, go ahead.
No. All right. So this is the Stuff HD. I gotta start the podcast with a normal intro, otherwise it's wrong. So, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Stuff HD podcast. This is Javier, aka Stuff,
And this is LX.
aka LX,
That is, I don't know. AKA X. Yes, I guess.
aka X. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
We'll take out the L for shorter. One less word, letter.
We are doing a special episode of the Stuff HD podcast because we felt like doing something special.
Yeah.
I'm like, tomorrow, is it tomorrow or the day after Halloween?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It's Halloween.
No, 2 days.
My Apple Watch died on me.
Yeah, it's on Wednesday.
I don't know what happened,
Dang.
but the battery drained.
So just today.
Just today.
Oh, God, I thought it was like completely.
Oh, no. It just recently I noticed that the battery was dead. So I'm like, what the hell happened? Like on the way over here, was I like talking to someone and I didn't even know? So now I'm scared of what I might have said.
Oh. You usually talk on your watch?
No,
Well, sometimes you
but
dial.
like normally, like at the end of the day, I have about 40% battery left, and now it's dead. So I'm like, something went very, very wrong. So anyway, we are live on the Stuff HD channel, which people can find at www.stuffhd.com. If you're listening to this after on the podcast, then we are not live.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, we were like.
We were live at some point.
Did you tweet this out that we were gonna be live?
I did. I haven't. You know what? I haven't tweeted the link to the live. I should do that. Hold on. You tell them some kind of story while I.
All right. So,
or tell them what we're gonna be talking about.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about like movie villains, like what are the best ones and what are the worst ones, or just we still haven't decided yet. Just I guess talk about the memories we had of some of these
those beautiful memories.
Memories of being scared as kids. You know, like sometimes you watch things like when you're a kid and you're like horrified, like you're so scared, but when you're adults and you start seeing it, you're like you can actually laugh at it. Of why were you scared of certain things? You know, like like sometimes I have like kids like saying that they watch Freddy and like things like that. I'm like, dude, you're like 4 years old. Why are you watching Freddy Krueger? Like, and then it's like
because they wouldn't let me watch Saw.
And it's like cause they're just hanging out with their older siblings, and they just happen to watch it. And then some of these same kids, like, when they're taking a nap, they wake up all like in sweats because they're like, Freddy was gonna get me. Like, yeah, that's what you shouldn't be watching. Go watch some Paw Patrol or something. But then again, like, man, you know what I haven't seen in a while? The Simpsons still do the Halloween Tree House of Horror.
Oh, I don't know. I used to
love those.
I used to really be into the Simpsons back in the day.
Yeah, like
I have not really watched any Simpsons in forever because I feel like at some point it's like they did everything. Like, remember, we used to go for every situation in life, we would be like, oh yeah, just like the Simpsons.
Yeah, just like in the Simpsons.
So they have pretty much done everything there's to do.
They're still out though, right?
I believe so. I just haven't. Just like South Park, I used to really be into South Park. And
Did the South Park ever?
Those guys used to go crazy for Halloween.
They used to do something special, or it would be like a regular Halloween episode.
I guess it was just their usual, just a little bit more satanic.
Okay.
So going to to movies, would you say Halloween movies were better back in the day, or are they better now?
That's a good question. Like I haven't seen many of the recent films. Like I haven't seen like any of the Annabelles. Like I think those are the popular ones. Annabelle, the one with the doll, The Conjuring, and all of those things. I never saw like Paranormal Activity. Did you see any of those?
I love watching like horror flicks. So Paranormal Activity was one that I always really enjoyed. Like I don't know if I enjoy it so much because of the movie or because of the fact that it was such a low budget and then it became so big. But no, it was different. It was this whole thing with the demon in the house, and stuff happens. After watching the first one, then I had to watch the second one.
Yeah,
and then I kind of felt like I had to watch the third one, and then after that, it just feels like okay, like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah,
but I kind of feel like I have to.
Well, it's kind of like the Final Destinations. Like the first one I saw, and I was like, "Oh man, this is interesting." But then the second one, I kind of saw it. Then after the second one, I was like, "It's the same thing as like the one before. It's like it just keeps repeating almost the same formulas and everything like that."
It's kind of like The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, yeah, it just overstays its welcome sometimes.
Yeah,
or Resident Evil
after a while, because I don't know, like again, for me, Paranormal Activity, the first one, it was so different and it was very mysterious because you know that there was like a demon or something in the house, but you weren't totally sure.
It wasn't explained.
After that, all the future ones they kind of got complicated, and it's funny how that happens with a lot of movies. You raise the budget and then they just make it so much worse. Like because at that point they're just making it because they have to, I guess.
Yeah, when we're talking about like kind of like a series of movies, it kind of reminds me of Resident Evil. How it just went from being like a like it's supposed to be a horror game, and the movie, the first one, it was interesting because it was the first one, but they just went so far left on that, or like they veered off. It wasn't horror no more. It was just action. It was kind of like there was no suspense. It really
did kind of become an action flick. And the last one, that one really pissed me off because the last one, it was again the same thing. I'm like, okay, I've seen all the previous ones, may as well go watch this one. But then the last one, it was just weird. Like the cutscenes were so bad.
Yeah.
And I know this isn't supposed to be a movie review, but it was just bad. And Resident Evil is one of those franchises that I actually kind of enjoyed that went from video game to movie, even though it was a lot more action. And when you really think about it, I mean, the whole game all the games are about you trying to run away from something.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. But yeah, then that last one, I'm like, really? This is supposed to be the last one, and this is what you do? It looks like you gave it to a 12-year-old to edit, and not even a good 12-year-old, like the ones that are doing tutorials on YouTube.
Yeah,
no, just a regular 12-year-old
with average creativity. Yeah, so it's supposed to be the last one, the one that is, because the thing
that was supposed to be the end of the whole thing.
Yeah, because the thing that made me upset was that, like, the last 3 movies I saw were almost the same. It was just in one location and them trying to get out of it. So like the first movie was them in a mansion and them trying to get out.
Yeah.
Then another one was them in a boat trying to get out. The other one is they were stuck in some kind of subterranean whatever. They were trying to get out.
At this point, just quit going, please.
Yeah. So it was like, and kind of relating it back to what the topic is about, like movie villains. Like, also disappointed with Nemesis. in the movie because it was just he got beat up so fast, like it wasn't even funny. Like 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 they could have done way more.
It took me a lot more tries than that. A lot more tries.
It was just so disappointing.
By the way, my buddy Raichi was asking if tonight is supposed to be pie night. I wish.
Oh, it's not pie night.
I wish it was pie night. Because I could go for some pie.
Yeah.
We got a pizza pie.
We got pizza pie, but it's not a pie.
Does that count? Does that? So anyway, that it's like they made most of the movie and then they just rushed the end. They're like, oh, we don't have the budget to make this a very long scene. So
yeah, like Silent Hill just had 2 movies, right?
They just had 2 movies, but they were good.
They were more closely related to the game.
They are a lot closer related to the game, and they are creepier.
Because I remember
because some of those monsters they're just creepy, man.
Yeah, the nurses.
Like
I don't want to be like if they did that like in a haunted house with just a bunch of mannequin nurses.
I'll be like, nah, I'm out. I'll stay here. Yo go.
And then because then like the part that really like gets to me is like in real life is when you were if you that sound that what is it called, the alarm, what is it called, the horn, that makes it the transition. I'm like, snap.
I'll be like, no.
Oh man,
it really does feel like a nightmare,
Yeah.
So that one's pretty good. Let's see, what type of monsters or whatever, nemesis or what, villain would you say you tend to be more afraid of on these movies?
See, like or
creep you out the most?
There's a I think there's a difference between like back then and now. Like I remember back then the whole there was this guy, I think the movie's called Hellraiser. Okay. It's like a guy with a bunch of nails on his face. I don't know what I don't know the name of that monster is, but I remember like walking as a kid and just like all the back in the day we used to have video stores where people can go rent movies. Like they don't have those much now. Like a Blockbuster. Kids remember that?
It's like a family video.
I wonder if family video is just like
I think there's still a few family. It's like a red box. But with many, like a building full of red boxes.
We should go in there just to see how it is. And there's always like a pizza place right next to it, but I haven't tried that pizza. But I remember like all the like the mom and pop video stores back there used to be plenty of those, and they used to have the Hellraiser posters, and I used to get freaked out like. Well, like, why does that guy have so many clavos in his face, right? I would tell my grandma, like,
tenía clavos.
And my grandma would be like, porque Satanás. Everything that was...
Okay, growing up Latino, which is usually pretty, religious.
Yeah.
Were you allowed to watch some of these movies? Because just about every movie that I would try to watch, it's like, no, that's from the devil.
See, like my mom, she liked watching suspense movies. She didn't like slashers. Okay. She liked things like she did watch like Exorcist and stuff like that. Like it was more suspenseful, but like Jason and things were just slashing. She wasn't about that.
Okay.
So we were not allowed to watch scary movies, but we would.
To me, I find it weird because it's like the Exorcist would like freak you out a lot more than back then. Anyway,
it would, but it was like. It was as bloody, I guess. Was the Exorcist bloody? Like
I don't remember.
I know it was just like the demon girl just vomiting on people and stuff.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
You should watch it.
Yeah, we should. But yeah, like a lot of those movies, I would have to watch them like in secret.
Yeah, or on the low. Yeah, overall. Yeah.
Because my parents were like, "No, you can't watch that." Like,
yeah. There was no Netflix back
then. My dad would actually watch some of those though. Like I remember Poltergeist.
Okay.
I saw with him, but I saw it in Puerto Rico in Spanish dub, so that kind of kills a lot of it. Yeah. But back then you don't know any better anyway.
Spanish dubs, they're garbage a lot of times.
So that that didn't work out very well. I have to say though the ones that get me the most. And okay, I'm gonna say creepy because I for the longest time I love watching scary movies, and it has kind of become a thing where I already know what's gonna happen. They're so damn predictable.
Yeah.
So so I never get a good scare. But whenever they whenever they had children, those are, where they had the children of the corn, where they're just
like creepy little children,
creepy little children that are just
like
looking at you.
Two little,
those freak me out, man.
The two twin girls on The Shining,
exactly.
Yeah,
that type.
Like any little girl in a
scary little movie. Girl in a scary movie with long hair,
with black hair, like black hair,
long black hair, just staring at you, not saying a word. That's creepy. Okay.
Yeah.
So those or like the Chucky, although
Chucky became comedic after a while. Like
after a while, yeah. But at first it was like, oh man,
like the first Chucky.
You start looking at all your stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And like, oh, these want to kill me. Like
yeah, and I was just like, dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Man.
Oh, Rachel was saying her first scary movie was Christine by Stephen King. Christine. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Christine is the one with the red car. You remember that at all?
Christine? No, I don't know. I know Carrie.
No, but this is Christine. It's a red car, really nice car, and then damn it, I saw it not that long ago. A few years ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it is with the red car. So
I had ordered it from it was more than a few years ago, because I ordered it from Netflix back when they used to do DVDs, and then I never returned it. So there's this beautiful red car, and then if I remember correctly, whenever it would get damaged, it would repair itself.
Okay.
But then it started just killing people.
Like running, like, so it would like drive on its own. It was like us.
It would like drive on its own.
It was
and then it would like lock you in and then kill you with other ways.
Also, it would kill the person who goes inside the car.
Inside, outside, it was just going nuts.
So it was like the first Google car.
But yeah, it was a really good movie, and this one's actually interesting because I like I said, I ordered it from Netflix, and because I remember again watching this movie with my dad. One day, all of a sudden, I remember, Christine was very jealous. Like if the owner was with anybody, that person would end up dead.
So Christine is the name of the car.
Christine is the name of the car.
I have not seen that movie. Sounds interesting.
It is a good movie. But yeah, I remember having watched it with my dad, and one day, when I was a little kid, and one day I just started thinking, and I'm like, man, there was a movie that I watched once with my dad, and it was something about a red car, and it would kind of like transform, and then it would kill people, and it took me a while, but I finally got to Christine, and that's the movie. Totally worth watching if anybody's listening and you haven't seen it. Present company included.
Yeah.
Totally worth watching.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're talking about slashers. I can't remember what I wanted to say. Is like it gets me upset because like you see like a bunch of people, they're like in the woods, and then they see a abandoned like wood lodge in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's go investigate. And you're like, why?
Like, no, let's not.
Like,
you remember how that cop stopped us over?
Or it's like, or they're trying to party, and so they're trying to like do underage illegal drinking.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, that house looks good to us for us to go have a house party. Like,
let's just go there.
Like,
no, let's not.
Like, I would like. Has there ever been a movie where somebody's like, you know what, you guys go, I'm out?
Dude, I freak out just like I was saying when you get pulled over by a cop, and it's kind of an older cop in a little country road, and it's kind of an older cop, and they talk real slow,
Oh yeah, like,
man, this guy is gonna kill me.
Yeah, can I have your license and registration?
Like maybe not right now, but this guy's gonna follow me and kill me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, like one of those that always, like, traveling from where we live to the city.
Yeah.
Sometimes you take the side roads and you're like, man, I do not want to get pulled over here, because sometimes you're like, you hear those stories about like impersonating, cops, not necessarily real cops, but like people impersonating cops, and they pull you out in the middle of the. No,
I don't trust the real ones.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you don't know, like,
because it's a country road, it's dark.
Yeah,
they can do anything, and nobody's gonna find out.
The violation that can happen there.
They know all the places where they can get rid of the body too.
Yeah, that's. I wonder if they've ever made a movie about like a killer cop, like that's like a serial killer.
Hello, Dylan, de Jesus. He said hi, so I'm saying hi back.
How you doing?
So yeah, we're just talking about scary movies and scary games too, scary whatever.
And I remember we used to do this back in the day in Solo Los Mejores. We used to like order movies like every Saturday, and sometimes we would order like the Jason. And then there was this one time we got Jason X.
Oh, Jason X!
Remember Jason X? We're like, oh man.
No, that was not the one in space, was
it? Yeah, the one in space. Like how ridiculous it got. We're like at the beginning, like, okay, it's gonna be a scary movie. We were just laughing the whole movie, like, because if I remember correctly, he got like it was like a simulation room, and there was like two lesbian women. They're trying to get like hit on Jason. But it was like a hologram basically. So they weren't supposed to be real. But he put them in a sleeping bag and kept hitting them against the tree. We're like,
yeah, that would have been a movie that like when they made it, that they were like, what are we gonna do with Jason? Throw him in space, see what happens.
And it just becomes. I think sometimes when a villain one of those monsters like goes too many movies, you kind of just lose. Yeah, it loses its specialty. Like it's
also for the longest time I always assumed that like with Jason, I didn't know what a hockey was. So to me, a hockey mask was a Jason mask.
Yeah, you always got the Jason mask. Yeah,
but yeah. It's also funny how some of these characters that would scare the crap out of you when you were little. Now it's like, like I see Freddy Krueger now, and I'm like, he looks like a dude that got burnt.
Yeah. Although one of the movies that did creep me out or like scared me was the Gremlins back when I was a kid. Guess when they would get wet, they would turn all like slimy and whatever.
Hey, Raul Rivera. Rulin?
Hey, what's up, Rulin?
Why aren't you here?
Yeah, didn't you get the invite?
Oh, shit. I know I forgot something. So
anyway. you're probably older when you got when you watched Gremlins, so you were probably a teenager.
I remember watching Gremlins. I don't remember my reaction. I thought they were cute.
Oh yeah, before they got wet.
Before they got wet, then they weren't that cute anymore.
I don't remember, but was it only one gremlin?
No, like it started with one, but I think when they got wet, they would multiply.
Yeah, they would pop out of their skins, or like little balls would fly in. Yeah, but then they would be ugly. Like those would be ugly. But there was only one cute one, right? Furby, what's his name?
Furby. I don't think Gizmo. It was Furby.
Gizmo, Gonzo. It start with a G. Gonzo. What was his name?
I don't remember.
Man. I gotta look it up.
That was so long ago. So this is why we gotta watch some of these movies, because we keep watching the crappy stuff they make now, and I said, every Ruling didn't get an invite. Sorry, dude. I didn't think you would want to come over here on a Monday.
Next time.
So, the movies nowadays, they always rely on the same tactics, like, I don't, and some of them I don't even know why they keep doing them. because you always have the lady that is in the room by herself, and she hears some kind of noise, and and then she has to go investigate, and then that's when the suspenseful music comes in, and yeah, she goes, and you know they're making it look like there's something behind the counter or behind the door. So then she reaches for the door and opens it real quick, and
there's nothing.
There's nothing. There's never nothing.
Nothing.
There's never anything in there.
Then she turns around.
Then after she turns around, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like I'm just waiting for the movie that actually does it when she opens the door. Like that would probably get me, because at that point I'm like, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Like, then he jumps out and I'll be like, ah, you know. Like,
but I think that's the part that I hate about some of these movies, that they rely too much on the jump scare. Like any movie can do that. Like even like a regular rated G movie can do a little jump scare. Like all of a sudden, like that's not a
when they go like donkey.
Yeah, like all of a sudden you just hear like a loud voice, like somebody drops the book, and like, you know, it's so easy for, like, that's cheap scares right there.
Yeah, like you know, like just make it be very low. The environment, you know, very low, very quiet, and all of a sudden, rah, and then people go, and it honestly, it surprises me how many people actually go like, because I'm like, come on, like you didn't know. But again, I watched so many of them, maybe I'm just immune to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rulin, he says Gremlins scared the crap out of him, but he's seen it a few days ago, and he
it made him laugh. Yeah. When I saw it, like, in high school, I started laughing too. His name is Gizmo, the little cute one.
Also, Raichi says the old prison poltergeist creeped her out. I don't remember from Poltergeist. Again, I don't remember much. I remember the little old lady. That's the only character that I actually remember from that movie, because she was cool.
Did you ever see, like, I've never seen this one, but I know a lot of people said it was a good one, like a good scary one, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know, I never
Jigsaw, I think his name was. Like, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie yet.
I don't think I ever watched it, actually.
Oh,
maybe I did.
The Hellraiser guy is called Pinhead. I guess that's his name.
Isn't he the red one?
No, he's just he's like pale skin with just like.
You got a picture there?
Pins, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Hellboy, I think.
Oh, Hellboy, yeah, he's the red one. Yeah. Oh no, that's Dracula. I thought that was the priest. Yeah, priest and nuns scare me.
Priests and nuns.
Even though my my aunt is a nun, but
that's probably why they scare
you. Yeah, she beat me when I was a kid. But like you know, like the ones my mom would like, and it was like the suspenseful. There was one that she would watch. Man, I don't even know. I don't remember which one this is, but like anything that has to do with water, like being in the water, like not being able to see underwater, like the Jaws.
Okay, those kind of get you, like,
because it's like you're vulnerable in the middle of the.
See, those type of movies scare me a little bit more, just because you know it's possible.
Yeah.
Like,
there we go. It's more based on,
okay, that could actually happen.
Yeah, because then that would make you like be like, nah, I ain't going in the ocean.
Yeah, and now I don't really like going in the ocean. I keep thinking about all this stuff that's in there.
Yeah,
not sharks necessarily, but I'm like, man, there's like dead fish, bones, all kinds of crap.
Bacteria.
There's chemicals.
Yeah, especially if you live in a place where, you know, they're dumping.
I mean, no.
Oh, fuck, son. Fuck. They're done. Then that must have popped the.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I apologize. No, but yeah, like just dumping all those chemicals and trash, all the poop that goes in the water. I don't know.
Now, Ruling says what scares me till this day is the Amityville Horror. Now that movie's scary. I don't think I ever saw that. What was that about?
I think it's about a haunted house, like a house that's itself was haunted.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I think it's you know the Simpsons when they move into that mansion and the mansion was trying to kill them.
But anyway,
I'm not sure if that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be, but I never saw that one.
Yeah, I mean, the ones that I used to really be into, it's into watching, and you know, maybe I messed up in my head, and that's why I found them funny. But it was all the Saw movies.
Saw. Oh, okay. Like, I never see any of those.
I don't know why. Again, I could be messed up in that, but I'm like, yeah, those were fun, because they just come up, and I think that's where Jigsaw is now, the little puppet.
Oh, guy Jigsaw is the puppet.
Yeah, that goes like, hey,
Leatherface is the chainsaw one. Yeah.
I mean, if I found myself in a if somebody really wants to scare the crap out of me, they just gotta put me in some kind of cell, and then just wait for me to wake up, and then have a TV go on, and have Jigsaw there saying, "Let's play a game," because then I'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm gonna end up dead.
Sneak in your room, just put a TV in there.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Not Halloween, but have you seen The Descent? This one will jump you.
Is that the one with the water that they go underwater, like in a cave in the water? I don't know. Not familiar with that one either.
Was
it called The Descent?
Man, I feel like there's so many that I haven't seen,
I know,
or right? That maybe I have seen and I completely forget about them because I do that a lot. But yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It looks.
Any other games that you can think of that were like really good Halloweenish or just scary games? Because it's got to be more than Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Yeah, there was one on the GameCube called Eternal Darkness, where you would start. You would go to these different levels, and you had a sanity meter. So the more insane you got, the more you hallucinated in the game. So the freakier it got. So like once you got to like extreme insanity, like nothing in the game made sense. Like you would just start like things appearing and stuff. So it's like you're trying to keep your sanity as well as surviving. I just got like half through the game because I rented it and then I had to return it, or else it would be a late fee.
I just remember the. What was it called? It was with. It wasn't that long ago. They were trying to make a game with Norman Remus. One of the guys from The Walking Dead, and they did a demo, and I don't know if it was supposed to be like a Silent Hill or.
Yeah, I think it was the one with they were walking in the hallway.
Yeah, where you're like in this mansion or this house. And you're walking around, and then you hear baby crying, and
I think it was based on a Silent Hill.
Okay,
yeah.
So that
did that ever came out?
I don't know. I think that game got canceled, or maybe it turned into some other game. I don't know.
Because I know there was like a demo that you could play.
Yeah, and I did play the demo, and it was spooky.
Did you play it on the VR?
No, I didn't play it on VR. But yeah, and again, it was one of those where it's very quiet. And then you just kind of hear like a baby crying, and again already I'm like, oh man, like that's spooky, that creeps me out.
And what
babies creep me out? That's basically what I'm saying here.
Like for you, like what are things that would be more scarier? Like you have like supernatural villains or whatever, supernatural, or things like would Jason fall under supernatural? Okay, this
technically could happen.
Okay, let's label Jason and them like serial killers. All right, so serial killers, supernatural, or like space aliens, or like water creatures. To you, out of those four, which ones are creepier?
See, because I was gonna go with the easy answer and just like whatever can happen in real life, but then like water. Water movies, like they annoy me because I'm the type of person that I hold my breath whenever they go underwater.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to see like how long like would I be
not
able to
even it's
this?
just instinct. Like I just hold my breath, and then I have to be like, why are you holding your breath, idiot? Like
okay, so like for example, if you were trying to survive, would you rather try to survive Jason? Would you rather try to survive like what's the supernatural one? The Exorcist, what that a demon, right? Okay. So would you rather survive Jason, a demon, a xenomorph, or in the middle of the ocean against Jaws?
I would have to hope that Jaws would get tired of me real quick and just go away. So I'm gonna go with that one.
With Jaws, man.
Actually, no. I'm gonna go with the demon.
You'd rather face a demon?
I'd rather face a demon.
I was gonna say I'd rather get against Jason because I can probably like.
No, man. Like he's got a chainsaw. Or
yeah, but
whatever.
like I'll take a flight to Mexico, live there for a month. I know he's gonna take a while to walk. I just go across the ocean to China and just live there.
He'll get on a plane. He'll ship the chainsaw so that he can just go pick it up when he gets to Mexico, and then at some point he'll be like, "This was not worth it."
I think you can delay the inevitable against Jason, unless he has the power to teleport. I don't know if that's a power he has.
With Jason, basically, you can just get in a car, I guess, and drive away. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't drive, does he?
No, but then you would live the rest of your life like looking behind your shoulder, like, is he here? Is he here?
Every time you hear a chainsaw, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn it, Gary! I told you to let me know when you're gonna use that thing.
Yeah, like, but what? Like, if you live in an apartment, once he gets in your door and you're in your room, you're like, oh crap.
That's why you live in the first floor. So you're screwed. I'm okay. I live in the first floor, and I have 2 windows in my room.
Just break.
Yeah, just jump out.
Yeah,
they open, you know.
So what was your opinion on the xenomorph, on the alien? Did they creep you out?
I don't know what that is. So
the aliens from Aliens.
Oh, aliens from Alien. No, because with them I would just be like, holy shit, there really is aliens, and they would kill me. But like, I will be like,
I know the truth.
I know the truth. It's okay now.
Even though, weren't they supposed?
Oh, Rachel needed to go. Sorry, I didn't see the message. Have a great night.
Yeah, catch this on the podcast at Stuff HD Podcast.
Stuff HD Podcast, or
the Stuff HD Podcast,
or on YouTube, because it's on YouTube now. Or she just watched it live too, so that there's that.
Yeah, thanks for the pizza. I'm looking forward for the pizza. It's a king cheese pizza.
It's not that big though.
No, but it'll do.
It says king cheese, and it's not. Yeah, whatever.
It should fill this up.
Let's see. What is rolling? Five Nights at Freddy's was indeed a good scary game. That again is one of those where I've only ever saw the mobile version. I don't know if there were other versions, but you know, it was one of those where it keeps you in suspense, and you never know what's gonna happen, and then it just kind of gets to you. So.
It's just funny because like little kids are like into that. Like yeah. I see a bunch like.
But again, we used to watch like Freddy and all this other shit when we were little kids.
Yeah, but like, would you ever buy the merch? Like our parents didn't buy me a Jason.
No, that's because they thought that it was demonic.
It was funny that now I guess now merch is more prevalent than before.
Like I did not watch The Exorcist when it was popular.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I watched it way later.
Way later for me because you know at the church they would always be like, oh no, that's from the devil, and then they used to come up with all these things talking about how if you watch The Exorcist, then the devil is gonna come out.
Yeah, and will take over you. Like they go through the TV.
Which now I'm like whatever, but back then you used to believe it, so it worked I guess. What about these Japanese scary movies like The Ring and?
See, like The Ring has the combination.
The Ring?
The Ring.
Ringu, yeah.
So that has a combination of things I don't like.
It's got the girl with the long black hair,
pale skin, like just like it has like coming out of a TV. Because to me, that as a kid, I remember like I use the one thing like my mom used to say, "Oh, that's gonna coming out of the TV or whatever." She used to scare me like that. Like if I watched too many scary movies, that it would come from the TV or whatever.
Then was that the one where? Or am I confusing them? Where you will get a phone call. That was the one with the tape, no?
The tape. If you watch the tape, then you would get a call?
Yeah, there was something about... Yeah, when you watch the tape,
because I know there was another movie called 7 Days Later.
Yeah,
you get a call and then 7 days later...
There was one kind of confusing like that. But I think that was...
It's funny how our brains just mix movies together.
Well, they were very similar. But yeah, whichever one it was, I just remember that if you would get a phone call, soon after that, you would be kind of freaked out.
So here's the synopsis. It sounds like another urban legend. A videotape filled with nightmarish images lead to a phone call foretelling the viewer's death in exactly 7 days. Okay, so I mixed like two movies together. But yeah, so in 7 days, so yeah. Yeah,
finally, the
2002
Blair Witch.
Blair
Witch.
All right,
was that?
I remember getting that. I watched it with. It's funny because I watched it with my brother, and we were chilling on the floor, and his pet hamster had escaped. So when we were watching that. We were like on the floor, and all of a sudden I feel something going up my pants, and I'm like, oh, like I was like, what's this? And then I was about to smash it, like my brother's like, no, it could be my pet hamster. His name is Peluche.
Don't kill Peluche.
So at least we found him watching that. But yeah, like the first time I watched it, it did kind of creep me out.
Now, did you ever fall for the whole? Oh, this is real.
Yes, I'll admit it. You know, this was like
I fell for it too.
Like I was in high school, and you know the whole high school was like, "Did you see that movie that's based on real life?" And
yeah, like this is real footage. That they found.
Like so I did fall for it at the beginning, but then I saw like an interview with them.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert! It's not real.
Like I saw an interview, and they were like, "Hey," like the actors. I'm like. I've been duped. This was when I thought.
Wait.
When I thought wrestling.
They're doing really good.
It's like when you find out wrestling is fake. You're like, wait. So are they friends? Like,
wait. They're supposed to hate each other.
Well, spoilers. Wrestling is fake. Well, it's acted out, but
that's what he said. Now,
and I'm gonna get beat up. Hopefully, no wrestling fans watch this.
Wrestling fans are gone because WWE is all about Saudi Arabia now.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's a horror film in itself, right there.
Yeah, well, real life right now is kind of a horror film. But anyway, we are actually out of time.
We're just getting started.
No, we'll be able to do others in the future. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood.
So yeah. Please let us know what you guys think. Let us know what your favorite horror movies are. Whether you like watching horror movies, or maybe you're just into suspense or thrillers. I don't know. We didn't even cover any of the what's his name, the Indian director, the
Shyamalan.
But he made some kind of. But I enjoy his movies.
But they're not. They're more like drama, horror. Suspense. I guess it's. I think nice. I think those are the movies my mom would likes. Yeah, like those kind of movies.
I like those. They're
like a lot of people like bash them, but it's like, don't put all your heart and soul in like expecting like this. It's not gonna happen all the time. Like The Sixth Sense, you know. Yeah, it was special.
Well,
you know.
Well, that's a problem. Like he came out strong with The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, it's
people expect. Every movie.
It's kind of like your favorite artist. That first album is like, oh man, this is so great because that's when they have to express the most. But then like the fourth, fifth, they're like, they're just.
It's kind of like Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. You know.
Oh no, 1, 2, 3.
All right, so we are out of time. Please let us know what you think. Remember that if you have any comments, you can send them over. Well, in this case, you can leave them on the video, but you can also send your comments to stuff@stuffhd.com.
Yeah, make sure you give us a 5-star rating.
5-star rating, wherever you're rating us. I don't know.
Apparently that helps your algorithm. So
okay, 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Or 1. What? No,
or 1. No, we're gonna get banned from podcasts.
Stuff@stuffhd.com. Then also you can send me messages on Twitter @RealStuffHD. Also Instagram @RealStuffHD. X.
Yeah, and you can send me messages at L.X on Instagram and L_X on Twitter. I'm starting to use Twitter more. So
yeah, me too. I unfollowed a bunch of the people that were always kind of like problematic.
Yeah.
That I didn't really care about, and now I don't get as many updates, but it's kind of more fun.
Yeah.
Also, remember to go to stuffhd.com for more information. There you can find everything that StuffHD is up to. You can find the link to the YouTube channel. You can find the link to the photography website. Although I haven't put anything there in years. I should put more stuff, but I mostly just take pictures with my phone now, so I don't feel like they're good enough to put over there. Anyway, there's also the link to the JT Wear store. So that you can buy your merchandise,
the merch,
and then there's a link to something else. I forget what. There's also a link to the support page where people can find multiple ways to support Stuff HD. Ways like the Patreon. There's a Stuff HD Patreon. But mostly I request that people, if at all possible, share my stuff. If you can donate something, there's PayPal to donate. If you want to use the Patreon, there's that. If you want to buy something from the JT Wear store, there's that. But more importantly, just share.
Yeah.
All right, we are done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're gonna get that pizza pie.
Yeah, and I'll use
cheese.
Yeah, and rolling. Album coming soon.
What's the name?
Exitoso. So that we'll be sharing that here after it's done. It's pretty much done, like 80% done. So the album, and we're still dropping that music video pretty soon, hopefully.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys will hear about that here. We don't have a sample to give you right now, but or do you?
Not on the spot, but
not
we can. Yeah, not live. How do you know we're live?
We don't know. Anyway, you all take care. We're out.